Hey guys, go Minecraft here, bringing you another Minecraft video in our Minecraft Survival World. Let's get into it. And in today's episode, we're going to be working on this cobblestone road thing I'm building, so that I can go ahead and carve this section out, get it ready to be cobblestoned, and terraform the edges to make them look a little bit more pretty, a little bit more natural. By that, I want to make it to look like the game naturally generated the road in this little path that I'm making. Even though I know it didn't, but I want it to look like it naturally generated. And not just like I carved a straight chunk out of the mountain. Because I believe in working with the nature, even in Minecraft. You know it's virtual and it has no effect on the world. But I still believe in working with the environment much more than I believe in changing the environment to fit my needs. I'd rather work with the environment. Does that make sense? Now, switching to real world, I will say that recording this episode was hard. A little bit anyways. Not really that hard. It was more like a minor inconvenience. Because my dog was wanting to play, so she was being all wild. The neighbors' kids were out and about playing. And my mom was making a bunch of noise. So it's like normal stuff that I can't really complain about too much. But it's just like, all I want is just 15 minutes to record this episode and call it a day. But I could not seem to get that, so I was like, that's frustrating. But, it's all good. I got it recorded. So now I just gotta get through this little voiceover. Then I gotta edit this. And then you guys will have a nice video and I'll be able to move on with my day. And I don't mean that as in I don't want to create videos for you guys. But, because I love creating videos for you guys to enjoy. And I love creating in general. But lately, I really just want to get the house cleaned up, and I want to go play outside, a bit of garden cleanup, and a bit of real world stuff. And a little bit more than I want to play and record Minecraft for you guys. It's nothing personal. It's just that Michigan's finally warming up from the winter nap, and spring is starting to come by, and I really just want to go play in the garden. And then combining that with the stressfulness of working in a restaurant for full 40 hours during the week, and picking up extra chef here and there, I really haven't had much time to sit down and do 2 to 3 hours for a video. And it's been weighing me a lot because I know you guys really enjoy that. Although you guys have been absolutely loving my TikToks lately, which I love. They are easy to make, and they don't take nearly as long, so I can fit them in. But also, it's not the content I want to create. I want to create these Minecraft videos for you guys. But I just didn't have time. But now I'm going to be on vacation for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be able to have time for you guys. And I'm going to chance myself to make a Minecraft video every single day. With some TikToks sprinkled in. Because we are so close to a legendary milestone. So we're so close to almost hitting 3,000 watch hours. Now, you may be thinking, what's 3,000 watch hours to anything? So when I have 3,000 watch hours, I can finally start getting into monetization programs in YouTube land. And I'm only 100 watch hours away from that. So if you guys really love me and want to support me, go ahead and watch any of my long forms for the full length, because I'll need 100 watch hours, then I finally can start that monetization stuff. And then this will become much more than a hobby and become a career. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on from that, because that was a bit on the cringy side, but it is what it is. And it is an important task because I really want to hit that goal. But anyways, let's move on. So I got a little bit of embarrassment to tell you guys, because you guys know I take great pride in my plans. I take great pride in my plans, and I hate admitting when I do something wrong, but I kind of fricked up my seed starting. And my watering was too inconsistent. And I lost a lot of my artichokes, and I lost a lot of my onions, so they're not doing so hot, and I hate to admit that, but it's completely true. They're not doing the hottest. I'm super excited though, because I just got a pressure sprayer from Dollar Tree, which should help the next batch of seeds I'm starting, the broccoli, peppers, all of that, because instead of dumping water in there, I'll be able just to mist them and be able to keep the soil moist and wet, but without drowning them, because that's kind of what I did the last ones. I gave them a little too much love, and I accidentally kind of drowned them. And then I would let them dry out, then I drown them, and it's just too inconsistent. And it caused a lot of problems with them. So, if there's a lesson to be learned, that is, of course, make sure you're consistent and make sure you're not overwatering your plants. Less water is fixable. More water is harder to fix. Especially when it comes to seedling stage. When you go ahead and overwater them, not only can, depending on what kind of watering system you use, like if you dump water on them versus spraying water with a spray bottle versus just dumping the water in there, not only can it displace its seed, causing it not to sprout because it's moving too much, it can also cause root rot, which is basically where you have too much water in the soil, and it literally blocks oxygen from the root of the plant and rots it to death. And when it comes to seedlings, there's not much coming back. Normal plants, big plants, you can sometimes save from root rot, but little seedlings, once they get root rotted, they're dead. And it's no fun when you wake up next morning and see half your tray dead. It's like, frick. Versus when you dry them out too much, you can't kill them. But usually, if you catch it in time, they just look a little tired and you give them water and they go bloop, and perk right back up. So that's much easier to fix than root rot. Root rot's pretty much a death sentence. Not to mention, if you keep the soil too wet, it will actually cause a damp off, which is a fungal disease that go ahead and attacks the seedling stem, and literally causes a bend in the middle of the stem and causes them to rot and die before they grow. It's super sad, but that's why seed starting is not for every gardener, because it can be stressful and it can take up a lot of time, and it just takes a lot of care, and a lot of gardeners don't exactly have a lot of patience to go ahead and sit there and hand spray 20 different trays. But I'm super excited because I got a pressure sprayer from Dollar Tree, which is like a spray bottle but with a pump that pressurizes the cabin, so it's a lot finer, a lot more of a fine mist, and you don't have to go and physically press the trigger. You just hold down the button, it goes and sprays the plants. And it solves the overwatering problem because you literally have to stand there for an hour before you overwater a tray. So you can be pretty generous with the sprays and keep everything moist, which is what seeds like a warm, moist environment, but not too wet because of fungus disease and root rot. So I still like seed starting, but this is one of the unfortunate realities, is sometimes you fail and then things happen to them, unfortunately. But as I move forward, I will collect the survivors and go ahead and care for them until they're ready to go outside. And that will be that. Because I learned a lot along the way, and I learned more information for next year's seed starting, right? But on a bright note, my field garlic that I'm growing specifically for the greens is doing wonderfully. It's already sprouted, looking tall and beautiful. And my hairy bitter crest, which is like a wild, bitter crest that grows in my yard. I collected the seeds, and I'm growing it for greens. And they're both doing really well, so yay! Although I messed up on those ones, but you know what? Those ones are a little more exotic, a little bit harder to take care of. Like, artichokes are not really good for Michigan's climate, and onions are really hard to go ahead and actually care for because even a lot of gardeners that I know have grown for many years say that they also have difficulties getting onions to germinate, getting them to grow enough, and they're just kind of harder to care for. So I'm giving myself credit for at least trying them, and I learned a lot. And next year I can provide them much better care. Because as cheesy as it may sound, it's okay to fail in life. As long as you learn from your mistakes, you can make as many of them as you want. But you gotta learn from them. Continuing on this real life conversation, I am gonna go ahead and do a little bit more of complaining to you guys because the last couple of weeks have been stressful in life and in work because at work a lot of people are getting on my nerves because I work at a diner, not diner, sorry, but I work at a restaurant in college. Although it's run by a corporation, it's still very much like a family diner sort of atmosphere. So people tend to get away with a lot more stuff than they should. And just little habits like that that drive me bananas. And nobody in my team likes to communicate besides like one person and me. But everybody else doesn't communicate. And nothing frustrates me more than when people do not communicate. Like, if people do not communicate, I can't work with them. Because I don't know what to do with you. I get frustrated at it. I feel like I'm ignored. Then I get salty. And people are starting to complain about my freaking attitude, apparently, at work. Which is super annoying because it's like, I've been there for a while, but I just started getting really comfortable in my own skin there. And so a little bit more sassiness have been coming out. But now, as I gotta watch my tone with some people and just kind of just be like, oh, and filter myself even more, which has been high stress on me. And then combine that with the onion failure and artichoke failures, which, we had survivors, and it's not like all hope is lost, but still frustrated because I know I could do a better job. I just was too exhausted from work to go ahead and care for them. And then combine that with the fact I need to clean my house and just haven't been able to do it. And trying to balance all that with playing outside and creating YouTube content for you guys, which has been largely either skipped a few days here and there, or just hit talks because I physically do not have time to go ahead and record. I said earlier, it takes me about 2-3 hours to record a simple long-form video like this with voiceover and whatever game in the background. So it's been frustrating, but I'm on vacation now, so I should be able to go ahead and work on myself, work on my time management schedule, reset my sleep pattern and stuff like that, so that way I'm able to make time to go ahead and do everything I need to get done, to be able to enjoy my life, and get my adult life stuff done, and be able to create content for you guys. But it's all part of the process. It's kind of what I expected, because I'm basically balancing work life, this side, like my YouTube work life, and work, and real life chores, and then gardening on top of that. It's a lot to manage for one person. I signed myself up for it. I have no one else to blame for it, but sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming. On a different note, I'm super excited though because Zootopia 2 should be on Disney Plus soon, and I'm very excited to go ahead and watch that. Actually, I think it's on Amazon Prime now I'm thinking about it. So I might be able to go ahead and watch it now. Ooh, that's exciting. Because I really want to go watch that. Because apparently there's a lot of stuff that I've been kind of avoiding. So I get a lot of YouTube videos about different movies that I like to watch. But the problem with it is I have to watch them on Disney Plus, and a lot of them don't come out until then. So I avoid them. So I avoid spoilers, because I like to enjoy the movie first, and then I'll watch all the theory videos about it. Because there's no sense in watching a movie if you already know what's happening to it. It's like, why are you watching it? It's one thing you have it on the background while you're cleaning or whatever, but watching it for the first time, you already know already know what's going to happen. It's not really a point to it. And on another note too, is that my tulips are coming up outside, so I'm like, ooh, boy, spring is almost here. I'm just waiting for the robins, because if you don't know, here in Michigan, we don't know that spring is coming until either the robins show up or the groundhog says so. But I go by when the robins show up, then I know spring is here, or it's after Mother's Day. It's usually the safe point because there's no frost after that point. Usually. But I'm just super excited for that. It's like, oh, the earth is waking up. Some other bulbs are popping up. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. My yard is turning green. The trees are budding up. My grapevine is already starting to put on some new leaves. Now, she's an indoor plant. I can overwinter her inside because she's in a hanging pot. So I can't let her freeze outside because otherwise she'll die. And on another really cool note from the garden is I just got to Dollar Tree the other day. And they have beautiful little yard torches. You know, little stake lights you get. But they're disco lights. They go ahead and change colors. And I'm like, ooh, I love anything that's rainbow colored. Like, if it's multicolored, I absolutely love it. Anyways, I gotta let the dog out, so give me 1 second. Alright, now I'm back from that. I will say the video is coming down to a close, so I do have to close it out. So thank you all so much for watching my videos. Just remember that it helps me out a ton if you watch all my videos straight to the end. Especially the long forms, it helps out a ton. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching my videos. Make sure to subscribe for even more awesome videos almost daily. I might skip a day here or there, but pretty much daily. And make sure you leave a like so that I know that you liked the video. Leave me a comment telling me all about your day, what you had for breakfast, what you did, how you're feeling, hi, or anything. It helps out a ton. Make sure you guys share this to your friends, family, and everybody in between. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified of Brent's making new videos almost daily. And again, just can't speak, but anyways, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you share this, make sure you hit that bell, and above all else, make sure you have an awesome, amazing golden day. And bye! Bye-bye, bye-bye, it's the end of the video. If you guys are still here, make sure you shout out something in the comments. Breakfast related or... But anyways, bye-bye, 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 bye.